What's up, guys? It's Zamara, and tonight I just wanted to go ahead and express a question that I would hear a lot when I was in school, or you know, to like start off a conversation and you just don't know what to say, so you pick something random. And this is, if I could be any animal, which animal would I be? And I just know that for the longest time, since probably my middle school years, I would say that I wanted to be a wolf because they're just such beautiful creatures and they have that thick fur. They're also, they have a more advanced hearing, like excellent hearing, sense of smell, and at least the way I have read about them and how they manifest, they're wanderers, and it it sort of helps describe how I personally am, somewhat. Um, Another cool thing about them is I like to produce a lot of sounds vocally, and I love sounds that are like howling. So wolves already howl, so I feel like those vocal cords are what I need. Because when I do a little bit of my voice practice, um, that's what I like to do. I always like to go into my head voice and just make howling noises. So I guess I must have been a wolf in another life. There's just no other explanation. Also, I just think that they have such a great shape. Like, um, they have a decent stamina and can run and just travel. They're designed to be out in the wild, and um, they move around quickly. Not quite like a cheetah, of course. I don't know if it is still the fastest mammal, but I remember that those are probably the best sprinters in the planet. But I'm assuming that wolves have a good eyesight as well, because it seems like every animal out there has a better eyesight than humans. I know it's not true. Like bats, for instance, they can't see, but at any rate, and yeah, I really don't have a whole lot to say. This was always a tricky question for me in school to answer, because you would be asked, hey, what animal would you be if you could? And most people would say birds because, they want to fly and whatever. I would love to fly, but it's not in the shape of a bird. Like, if I could fly as a human, I would be happy. But I don't want to have the physical characteristics of a bird because I feel like my abilities would be too limited. As cool as it must be to fly, I don't find that appealing. Whereas as a wolf, I can do so many things. I could possibly even swim. Whereas if I'm a bird and my wings get soaked, I can't fly. So I guess I don't like the idea of being obviously a easy prey, put it that way. But yeah, it's just the way I've always felt. I think of an animal that I want to be, and I always think wolves. So those are some of my reasons. All right, you guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. What animal would you like to be? Have you ever thought about this? Do you have any preferences? Or do you have my struggle with, which is you would like a superpower, which would be flying, but you don't want to necessarily give up some of what you already have in exchange for that. So yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say on this matter, because for me, I've always been convinced that I would love to be a wolf, and it's hard to explain why. It's just, I just like them, that's all. All right, I shall see you soon.